Hello everybody and welcome back to Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 3. Last episode we flew through 1936 in Speed 5, which on my new rig here can really go pretty quickly because I'm pretty sure Speed 5 isn't a set speed, it's just as fast as your computer will handle. The Italians joined the war, they joined the Axis, so they are at war, which confuses me. They are at war with France, but I'm not at war with France. Or with Germany and Italy, doesn't really make sense to me. It looks like Italy's gonna take, or France is gonna take these islands, or maybe France will take one, Italy will take one, Corsica and Sardinia down there. So we're gonna unpause the game. We finally managed to change our laws and get our industry up. So go to the production queue here. We are cranking on. Well, we actually. I will say we are cranking on reinforcements and upgrades, but we need to put it back into upgrades. Or reinforcements. Man, I cannot talk this morning. It's really early in the morning. Ooh, why is this on like this? Let's crank this up. Let's min-max for a bit. Get those officers up just so that we have them there. Germany has been throwing itself against the Maginot Line. If you could look right here, the French units are actually... They're damaged, but they're a lot... They got a lot of reinforcements in from the last time they tried this. I'm not actually going to give them anything. But it'll be there, just so they'll stop asking me. Like, I'm waiting for somebody to do so. It's winter, so they're probably not going to do anything, but you guys could attack through Luxembourg. The only thing I can think right now is that Germany is is incapable of declaring war on the lowlands here. Alright, let's see. Leadership modifier, revolt risk, ruling party. Let's do ruling party support this year. Production, reinforcements are still coming in. I mean, we did change our laws, didn't we? Yeah, so these guys are increasing in size. The Air Force finally got some upgrades. I mean, what are you waiting on? Prototype 35. Okay, maybe that. I bet it just hasn't hit yet because there's so many upgrades. I bet it just hasn't hit yet. Prioritize upgrades again. Thank you. I know I should be working on production to some extent, but god damn it, I need fucking... Well, normally what I do is I do something like this. Is I go looking for the industries and the heavy industry and cranking it up there. Already there. A lot of these are already all the way up. Wow, Hull has absolutely no industry in it. There's very little heavy industry. Huh. Oh well. No, I'll go through and I'll add an on just so it's there and I don't forget about it. Oh, that's Ireland. And what is it? Let's turn the lights on my keyboard so I can see. Is it I? Command? There we go. Capital I. We get some industry going. Because we don't have a ton of it. And we can add in heavy industry later. And frankly, if we're thinking we're going to fight the Soviet Union later, boy, are we going to need industry. See, that's the only place that's heavy industry there. Alright, swapped our min-maxing back down to tech. So we're not pumping it into officers anymore because we are at our max. And we should have a couple techs pop up pretty soon. And I'm wondering, let's take a look at this. Diplomacy for Luxembourg. Highest threat is Germany. I mean, their neutrality is 0. I mean, I feel like they should be able to declare war on the lowlands and things like that. I'm not sure what's going on. End the Second London Naval Treaty. So that's over. So now anybody can build whatever shit they want. The London Naval Treaties, if you don't know what that is, ooh, the Scharnhorst and the Gneisenau have been launched. They basically put a limit on how big ships could be. Military parade. Links Zwo drive here. Links Zwo. Okay. I'm wondering why it's in German and not English. Because I'm playing as England. And nothing's going on here. I mean, I could see people occasionally launching attacks, but that's it. What I would hazard a guess is that the Germans will build up forces and then try to launch an attack. Or eventually they'll get to the point where they're allowed to declare war on Luxembourg, and they'll do something then. Strategic Doctrine. It's Krieg. Deep Battle Doctrine. Naval Breakthrough. This stuff is all basically, what's it called? When you're in battle, your commanders have a chance to have, you know, specific things hit, specific like battlefield events hit, and it's kind of increasing your chances of that stuff happening there. Seriously, there's like nothing to, there's nothing going on. We're just upgrading units. First a Bulldog. Machine gun focus, almost done there. Garrison, good. Now the garrisons can move if they want to. I thought it was strategic. Thought something on here finished. Special Forces Combined Arms. I think that's in here. Thought it was in here. Here? Yeah, there it is. That actually reminds me, though, there's something down here I need. Military Police. Because those are going to be helpful later on in the game. Ooh. War economy. Good. Where is it? Industrial. No. Economy? Economic clause. There we go. So, more IC. Less money. Oh, actually. It's less money. It's minus 50 instead of minus 25. Consumer goods during wartime down. Consumer goods during peacetime up. Daily descent up a little bit. And officer recruitment up. But that IC is going to be... 15% more IC is going to be worth it right now. And thankfully, because I canceled a bunch of trade routes, we do have money to work with. Partition India and Burma. Ah, there we go. I was wondering when that was going to happen. Burma got cut off into its own state here. Wow. Okay, you go down there. Let me know when you get there. It'll be a while. 207. That's the first time it's actually been above 200. That's good to know. I mean, I'm imagining this is mostly... Well, now the infantry is starting to get some stuff. I can't believe these... We have Boyd rifles. They were out of date in like World War I. Ordering the battleship HMS Duke of York. Man, that's got to be pretty cool if you're a fucking Duke and they're like, we're going to name a battleship after you. FYI. Although, I mean, being a Duke is pretty cool in itself. It's a pretty high position. Thank you, Crusader Kings 2, for schooling me on the ups and downs of the feudal system. Port strikes, that's going to be good for naval bombers. What I should probably do, and I wish I could... This is what I usually do, is I usually grab... Well, actually, I can do it... No, I can't do it. I was holding down shift, hoping it would work, but... No, it doesn't work like that. Usually what then, you know, I'll go ahead and do it. What I do is I grab basically all my units. Because right now, everybody's kind of mixed up and moved around, and I don't know where things are. So this is usually what I do early on in the game, but because it's England, there's not really too much to do early on in the game. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab all the units I can find that are mine, and I'm going to move them into one location, and that way I can organize them myself, and I can put people where I want them. So I know I've got, like, some guys over here in Iraq. I know I've got some here in Egypt. probably most of the ones that are left. So let's bring those to London. We're missing Indian Air Command. We're missing someone in the Mediterranean. So here we go, Malta. Naval bombers or flying boats, one or the other. There we go. There's another one, naval bomber. Those are going to be helpful. Close air support in Iraq. So move these guys to London as well. There we go. We're just going to grab everybody. We have a lot of planes. And they're all scattered around all over the place. I just don't know where anybody is. Actually, I know you don't need to be. You don't need you. I know exactly where you're going. Trying to sell my washer and dryer right now because we're moving in. The apartment we're moving into is has it provided, so we don't need the one we own. And we're going to be in that apartment for probably a couple of years, and we don't want to store them, so we're just trying to sell them. And I put an ad up. Somebody called me. I called them back, left a message, and my wife just texted me. And she goes, "That guy call you back yet?" I texted her. I was like, "It's 5 a.m. hon. I know we get up early in the morning, but most people are not awake at 5 o'clock in the morning." There we go. I'm loving seeing the IC finally at a more decent number. Jesus Christ! Exchange IC for resources. Nope, we're not going to do that. Make of international settlements for supplies for money. Nope, we're not going to do it. Don't need it right now. Our economy is actually perfectly fine. Now let's grab all these units. Huh. That's interesting. I wonder why it wouldn't let me... So these guys couldn't be merged in with the other one. That's very interesting. But we have 67 planes, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go fighters. These interceptors sorted here. I wish it just automatically sorted it for you. Wow. The entire British Empire. 4 squadrons of interceptors for the entire empire. That's sad. That does not make me... I do not feel good about that. Still 100 of it going... Well, do we have anything going into production? Not yet. It's going into supplies right now. Recruit African units. Yes, we are going to do that. Those will be useful later on. Alright, so why don't we keep going through this? Transport planes. It's good we have a decent number of those, though. Transport planes are something I usually end up lacking and wish that I had more of. Let's just get those up. Move them over here, get them out of the way. Ooh, look at those transport planes. Very modern. Ooh. Wow, we are actually lacking in progress. I'm glad I checked this because we're just at about what we need to be at, but we could throw some more stuff on there. So it's 1937, so we can throw in some 38 techs safely. So we're gonna start doing that. Yes, all the production stuff, all the radar and communication-based stuff, definitely. Industry, yes. Agriculture, yes. Capabilities, installation security. Guns. I think that's basically everything down here. Motorized support. Artillery, we're kind of lacking on right now. I noticed that none of that stuff had gotten upgraded, but artillery was actually, as England, was pretty good. We're going to do our tank-based stuff. What would an English tank destroyer be? Honestly, I have no idea. And all these prototypes need to get done. Twin-engine transport plane is actually the only one we have up there pretty good. But we need to upgrade to get to it, though, don't we? Alright, so now we got a lot of tech added on there. We'll just let that slide for a while. Okay, let's see. Any new attacks? I mean, the spring is here, so I'd imagine. But, oh, Morgan Freeman. I like how that pops up in there. The How. Go ahead and order the How. I would imagine that things would happen because it's spring now, but I'm not seeing seeing anything. Not seeing anything at all. So we'll just let this slide. Some people suggested, you know, bring in troops and let them fight the Germans. I'm not at war with Germany. I don't know what you think that's going to do there. The French troops will walk by me, the German troops will walk by me, and they'll shoot at each other, but no, I won't get involved. Well, we haven't looked in a while. Why don't we try this? Oh, okay. So, this is exactly why I'm thinking about, I was thinking about this. We can declare war on Germany now. Install democracy in Germany. I didn't know that. I've never really done this before, so I'm a little perplexed at what all these are. So, who thinks we should conquer Germany? I do. I mean, we can add in the war goals later, but I think we should conquer Germany. I think that would be mighty interesting. So now we're, I did have spies working on increasing their threat, and I was lowering my own neutrality, so it makes perfect sense to me that that finally did hit. I don't know exactly when it hit. I just had thought about it when I mentioned that comment about somebody saying you should station troops in France, but now I can actually do something because we're at war. Wartime measures. Okay, we're going to do that. UK sends supplies to France, the BEF. Following the German invasion of Poland in 1939, British Expeditionary Force was sent to the Franco-Belgian border. By May 1940, when the German attack began, it consisted of 10 infantry division in 3 corps, the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, the 1st Army Tank Brigade, an RAF detachment of about 500 aircraft. Also in France was a separate long-range RAF force, the Advanced Striking Force. The BEF, commanded by General Lord Gort. Wow, that's a nice name when you say it out loud. Although constituting only a tenth of the defending Allied force, sustained heavy losses during the German advance, and most of the remaining roughly 330,000 men were evacuated from Dunkirk. If you choose to send the BEF, you'll have to send at least 5 divisions to any northern French port from Brest to Dunkirk before the fall of Paris. If Paris falls before you send these units, you will suffer heavy descent. Send supplies to France. We're going to gain neutrality. We're already at war, so what does it matter? Gain 10 descent. You have to send troops manually to France. I don't want to. I really don't want to, but I guess we will, just because I don't want 10 descent. Okay. Yep, we're going to round up the fleet, take what we can. Probably do that at least once. Laws, we can, let's see, what can we do? So, all this stuff, limited restrictions. This open society means more counterintelligence. I see efficiency of production. I think I'm going to leave it out at open society. 3-year draft. I mean, you go down. Well, let's at least move it a little bit. Service by requirement. Yep. War economy. Well, looks like that's what we're on and we can't change it. But we can do industrial policy and press. Finally, mixed industry, money. Well, we probably should just do heavy. Yeah, let's just crank it. Let's just start cranking on that. Free press, censored press, national revolt risk down, actually. A lot less money, but that's okay. Yeah, we're gonna grab that. So now we need to pick an expeditionary force to send into England. I mean, a lot of these corps are like literally one division each. So let's what we're gonna I'm gonna drag and drop like this. We're gonna grab some infantry division. Boom. Well, there's the tank corps. Send that. So we're gonna grab some units. Well, at least we'll know where the infantry divisions are now. We're going to send them to... Let's send them to Brighton here. And we'll get working on sending the BEF over. So Italy is sinking our shit now. which means we need to start getting to work on our Navy as well. I didn't even... land combat. Oh! Down the fuck here. I didn't even think about this. I didn't even think of the repercussions of my actions. Okay. So now we have a lot of stuff to worry about now, don't we? We should have African units around. I think they're over here. Yep, looks like this is them right here. So we can move these guys up here. See what we can do about, well, I mean, these guys are under attack, but they're okay, right? They're kind of okay. Making sure that we don't lose the Suez Canal is important, though. The Mediterranean fleet is fucking huge. Well, maybe not by British standards. But it is massive. So what we're going to do is we're going to separate out. We're going to do the Courageous and the Glorious. And they're going to get their proper escorts. So let's do a couple, 1, 2, 3, 4 destroyers and 2 light cruisers. And how about 2 heavy cruisers for a little oomph. Oh my god, my phone won't stop going off. Alright, so these guys definitely need to get out and start defending our shipping lanes. Because the oh shit, are the Italians ever Johnny on the spot with that now, aren't they? Why can you not make it over here? What is the range on you? Nothing? 0 kilometers. Oh, these old destroyers have a range of 1,800 or like 1,080 kilometers. That's why. So, man, do these guys suck. 1050, 1050, 1050. 1,800, 1,800, 1,800. Wow. Old ships. We're gonna have to rebase up here. Are any of these any better? 800. Some of them are even worse. Wow. I'm gonna have to think about this a lot. I didn't really think of the repercussions of my actions here. Oh, looks like the Italians have finally started doing something. Interesting. That is interesting indeed. I think I'm going to cut this episode a little bit short. Not very short, just a little bit short. Just so I can play off screen a little bit and kind of wrap my head around the global war that I just got myself involved in. So everybody, if you have enjoyed this episode, just drop me a like, leave me those comments right down below, and if you're interested in more Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 3, just subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.